A fast slide at the Shapebook of Blockbuster Movie Exhibition will speak you we love pictorial in human beings in them. Rembrandt's portraits for sample, or Da Vinci's Mona Lisa, or, now, Picasso's depictions of his youthful boyfriend at Tate Contemporary. They all get us departure. Real, we don't reason the odd scenery, but normally just while it reminds us of environment's large force and beautiful and our location in it. An affirmative, we'll joyfully tip up to a Shaw of abstraction art as length as he's packed in Matisse or Rothko-like feeling. Generally, although, we love to see it ourselves. That makes the Ashmolean Musee's judgment to install a main trade show of interwar us pictorial, on the base how they are defiantly uninhabited and as emotionally loaded as a pavement plate, seem rather brave. He's named America's cold modernist, but how's a misuse? The pictorial thou'll see by artists, lot of whom thou perhaps not heard of, Ralston Crawford, Louis Lozowick, Samuel Margolis, are not cold. They're chillier rather than the animal of the East. We see in isolation corn silos and empty cityscapes, uninhabitable interiors and dismal factories. Human beings? Down there are no. Humanist's print is down there but we are lacking. A surrealistic, eerie ambience hangs above the trade show. Love the large depressive. Believe Giorgio di Chirico out of the heat and the wittiness. Entertainment, it is no. That is not to say it isn't nice. It is, on the entire. The at first chamber is carefully pleasant. It acting a kind of pleasant cop up you encounter the pathetic cop in the next rooms. The at first art you see is of a joyous, colorful, ledger-inspired yet life by Edward Steichen named L.E. Tournesol, same Sunseed, 1920. Tonally, it is a planet off of largest of the some plant in the Shaw, but it does present several of the major subjects. The at first was the break the us painters requested to do of the substantially Paris-based Europe avant-garde following the at first planet warfare. They were hard to build a clear visible tongue to represent America's upcoming of age as a excellent power, in the identical way the constructivists had made for the again communistic Russia. It wasn't lightweight. We see art following art proper all to such all-pervasive previous 20th age Europeisms, Cubist, Futurism, Fauvism and Orpheism. Down there's one by E. E. Cummings, affirmative, how that is his try to get on Delaunay and Kupka at their own play. Be sufficient it to tell, proper a lyricist was the law carrier selection for him. But down there are other wherever you begin to see an freelance vote breakdown of. A Little Abstraction Art of 1919 by Georgia O'Keeffe, named Dark Abstract, combines Europe concerns for prospect in a unequivocally a susceptibility to a top-rise city lifetime. Following to it is A Yet Life by Helen Torr, named Crimson and Verdant Foliage, 1927. He's not the top art in the planet but she was obviously a artist who knew how to do an effective picture. I favorite its hint to a tarnished glass box. She was one of several artists in the Shaw whose job I didn't aware at all. I was impressed to see it for the at first period. Especially Houses on a Canal Boat, 1929, a mainly black tan art done in an scattered innocent styling. It is amazing, black but crooked, a Noah's Ark of homes, that foreshadows Louise Philistin's surrealism 1940-50s Manhattan images. The major balcony is packed in pictures of city void, lot of that include been great lent by the Metropolitan Museum in New York, the largest renowned creature the colorful, Picasso-inspired I saw the drawing 5 in 1928, by Charles Demuth. The identical does not use to all the job in the Shaw. An odd chunk named Art No. 50, 1914-15, by Marsden Hartley in that he references a wigwam, is one I wouldn't include turned on. But for each Mississippi down there are lot of traffic. Too little. Easy Pictures by Jacob Lawrence of his previous 1940s migrating episode gives an all too brief African-us perspect on the emergency time of us story. Their titles speak you all you requirement to aware, the migrating episode, pane number 25, they leftward their homes. Quickly several communities were leftward nearly blank, and the migrating episode, pane number 31, same migrants found superior habitation while they arriving polar. Down there are pictures in the Shaw you will recall ever. One of that is Charles Sheeler's Breakneck Americana, 1931, in that you see a empty meeting chamber in all leftward verso. He's sinister and disorientating, in its excess prospect and facing rug patterns uniting to do a visible attack on your senses. By the period you come at the 3 pictorial by Edward Bunker, in that the Shaw ends, yours reason has been deset, manufacturing these plant by one of the largest renowned us artists of the time jar a slight. They sense too pretentious, more than sullen an emotion rather than which has lost up, added to that 2 of them include humane beings. And how, if whatever, gives you a feeling of the spectacular, smart Shaw. Following all, it very conducted thing to do an Edward Bunker art sense too inhabited.